Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Dev here, and today we're talking about lead generation. Lead generation, of course, is one of the most important aspects to any business, and knowing how to generate consistent leads through an automated process can really change the game for a lot of people. We can go down the list. There's people that do cold DMs on Instagram, cold DMs on LinkedIn. There's people that have YouTube channels. There's people that do podcasts. There's people that run ads. There's people that use Facebook groups. There's so many strategies to generate leads. Some people even buy leads from scrapers or things like that. And there's so many different ways to get your leads. But what is the best way to do it? Best, of course, I think is almost relative. It's situational. And of course, it also depends on you. The thing that works for some people might not work for everyone. And I think that's the biggest thing. There's a lot of bro marketers and a lot of people that believe in that hustle culture and want to send DMs and want to hustle and want to book calls and want to do those things. And they don't really care about the longevity of it or the scalability of it or the sustainability of it. They really care about right now, and they're going to hustle and do it. But now there's a lot of entrepreneurs, seasoned entrepreneurs, or even entrepreneurs getting into it that do not align with that sort of hustle culture, that believe more in, I'm going to put my energy and my frequency out there, and I'm going to attract the type of person that I want to work with because that's the type of person that I am. And when you're doing this, when you're listening to this, think about it. What type of person are you when it comes to making purchases? Do you usually respond easily, swiftly, and consistently to cold DMs that hit your inbox? Or are you someone that is more of a savvy person who maybe comes across something and knows how to do your due diligence and your deep research, knowing how to build a virtual brand, your presence online so people can stumble into it is the most important thing. For those that don't know, I spent the last 3 years co-founding a multi-six-figure coaching business where I showed people how to start using a Facebook group. And Facebook groups work. You can do everything that you need. You can generate leads, you can post your content to nurture, you can book calls, you can DM people, you can close deals through it, and of course you can make sure that everyone going through this process, you have a consistent amount of leads coming in every single day. You have all of that entire process still working for you. Now, at the end of the day, if someone was to search you up on Google, they're not going to find your Facebook group. And I think this is the point of having a brand. You want to have a brand. You want to have a warm brand with emails and a presence, because this is what builds your authority. This is what builds your credibility. And this is what allows people to get to know you and trust you. In the online space, there's so many people that offer so many very similar things. So how are you going to stand out? Well, you're going to stand out through podcasts, YouTube videos, long form content like blogs, but you're also going to stand out with a presence, with a website that they can go, they can read your testimonials, they can read what you're about, they can read your values, they can read why you got started, they can see all the different offers that you have, and it's not hidden behind hey, come pay me money, or hey, come book a call is the only ways that you get to know exactly what it is that I offer. And so when we think about this, the most important thing when you're thinking about lead generation for you is, how do you want to generate your leads? Do you want leads to come to you, or do you want to hustle every day? Now, both work, but you have to figure out which one makes the most sense to you, because there's a smart way to do it, and then there's a non-scalable, non-sustainable way to do it. So you have to pick which one you want to do. Now, if you're on this channel, you subscribe to this channel, you're listening in, I'm going to assume that you are in the boat of wanting something scalable, wanting something realistic, wanting something that has a luxurious brand, feel, look, touch to it, rather than just a cold DM with someone. So with that, I'm going to show you here today how you can very simply do this without overcomplicating it, because there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of things that we can do to complicate this entire process, and it does not have to be complicated. Of course, what you will need, though, 100%, is you'll want a domain. You'll need to have a domain. The next thing you'll want to use is you'll want to use chat. I'm going to show you how I build it from scratch and really use chat to leverage everything that we're doing. And then of course, you're going to want to have some sort of software to host this all. Now, of course, I'm on my agency platform called Just Automate, and I'm going to show you everything that comes with building that, because if you are able to have a all-in-one software to move this thing forward, telling you, it really does help. So today, let's go ahead and take a look. So this is actually broken down more at length in our intuitive mini course that Jess and I have created. So you can see that here on your screen now. Very simple, very clean. And I feel like if you were going to get a free guide from someone, looking at this is better than a Facebook DM, an Instagram DM, or anything like that. So you can see here, you can land on this very nice, very clean landing page. They can put in their information, and we have a series of emails that go out afterwards. And so I'm going to navigate over to the platform here on our demo account. And so say I wanted to now create a list of emails that go out based on that. So now this is where we're going to again leverage chat. If you didn't see my last video, go take a look at that, because that's where we talked about automated onboarding and how again you can leverage chat to really help move things forward and clean up a lot of the particulars with the tonality, with keeping things on brand and making sure it does exactly what you want it to do. Just say, for example, I'll even use my own example. This is how to build your email list, a mini course provided by Trésor House. I always greet it, hey there, I am building a mini course, a way to generate leads for my business. Going to need help with a few things. 1, have the landing page design and copy good there, but I'll need a sequence of 5 emails after they opt in to the mini course. Want the emails to go from a confirmation the way through to booking a call. For context, I offer, say, coaching program where I help with career advancement. Okay. The end goal through the series emails is to have them purchasing So now it's going to give us a series of 5 emails after they opt in the mini course, which is ultimately going to go from a confirmation giving them the access to the mini course or the free guide or whatever it is that you're offering, to booking a call and enrolling in the one-on-one coaching program. Now that we have the emails, completed, need the best 3 strategies to have people opt this course every day. I'm limited on time and be the absolute best way to do this. Act as SEO strategist, lead now you can see here, right? It's going to give us the emails that we need. Here's access to your mini course, right? We can go ahead and just plug this in. Now, the cool thing with chat, of course, if you use chat often, you know that you can actually go ahead and expand on these. I could say, hey, I want you to add these sorts of things or expand it in these sorts of things and do all of that. For the context of this, we're going to keep it nice and simple and we'll just go ahead and place it in. So coming back over to the platform again, because of this platform, because it's so intuitive, I can have everything there. So my landing pages, my emails, my automations, payments, CRM, everything. So I can just keep it all in one place. I don't have to go to 16 different apps to try to run this thing. So I can go to sites and I can see my mini course. Then I can go to automations and then we're just going to build a quick email list thing. Now I've already created this again as an incentive to joining Just Automate. I'm going to give you a lot of the pre-made templates that I've already created because again, after helping coaches scale to 50K a month in the online space, I know a lot of what coaches are going to need, what a lot of creatives in the online space are going to need. So an additional incentive to working with us through this platform is you're going to get all of the templates that I personally use to scale a multi-six-figure business and the templates that my clients have used to scale their businesses to do the same. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. It's a lot of proven pre-existing funnels that you can just plug into and tweak. And so this, for example, would be one of the ones could be included. And so we can just go ahead, plug in here the information, boom. And we can, of course, just go ahead and open this up. Now I'm just doing this very quickly because of course the specifics right now are just this. It's knowing how to. If you're not on this platform, of course, it's still going to work. It's just in a different capacity. If you are on this platform, then of course, feel free to leverage chat the way that you are. And if you're looking for a new platform, then of course, the links will be in the details. So do let us know if you have any questions. So yeah, that's day one. We can go back over here. We got email number 2. Very nice. Right, email number 3. Very nice. Email number 4. Right, and I would just go in and plug these in. I can add in wait steps. So I would wait a day for regular cadence. I would add in the days. And then I would go ahead and plug in this information. You can add longer wait times. You can do these sorts of things. But you can see based on what we had said. Now read this one. Want to go deeper? Let's talk. So this is email number 4. By now, seeing the kind of insight and strategy I bring to the table, but imagine what we could do if I was helping you personally, right? So it positions you for promotions, does these sorts of things. Again, because we tailored it this way, it's now going to start, providing that information, which is pretty sweet. And then of course here, you don't have to do it alone. Book your free call here. Spots fill up fast, right? So that's pretty sweet. So now you have a whole email sequence that is going to have a nice landing page, have a nice look and feel, and then you're going to be able to send out automated emails. Now, I didn't show you this before on the last one, but I'll show you how some of these emails can look to show you, because again, it's not a standard email that you would send out. You would actually send out something that looks and feels very clean, very nice. Imagine something like this. Imagine you're sending out emails with your brand that looks something like this. Of course, everything is fully customizable, fully changeable. You can add all the different colors, all the different pictures, all of that good stuff in here. So we can go ahead and pull it up. And then there you go. We can put our logo in. We can change the titles. This is a button, so we can pick where it's supposed to go. We can move things around. Again, very powerful, very intuitive, and it makes it so easy. Now, again, imagine these are the sorts of emails that are going out when someone opts in to your mini course. So these are the sorts of things that you want to see. And now we get into the next piece. So now you have a beautiful landing page. Now you have some beautiful emails. You have a sequence of emails that are on brand, doing what you want, which is to ultimately get them to either book a call, make a purchase, whatever it is that could help move them forward and you forward. And now we get into part 2. So the 3 most efficient daily lead generation activities with low budget and time. So acting as an SEO strategist and lead gen specialist, here's what I'd prioritize. It's going to give us information based on career coaching. And so you can see here, LinkedIn authority content with call to action. Best ROI with limited time. Post 3 times a week on LinkedIn, sharing career tips, common challenges, personal stories, wins, or insights. Why this works? You build trust while attracting your ideal audience on a platform where they're already thinking about work. Makes sense. Collaborate with micro influencers or career communities. So partner with career coaches in non-competing services, LinkedIn career groups, Slack communities, offering free access to your course for their members, custom posts, custom workshops, things like that. You can borrow trust and instantly get in front of engaged people. So that works as well. And of course, you got SEO plus answering search questions on your blog or Medium. So again, I didn't talk about this before, but on this platform, you actually also have the ability to set up a blog. And so on a blog, you can take a look at some of the most important or most asked questions and create a blog. And this is how people are going to search and find your website, find who you are, and be able to make an educated decision. So just like that, you can see how in just a few minutes, we're able to build a landing page and automation, use chat to really leverage what we need to do, and even find strategies with limited time and limited resources on how you can really start getting this out there. Now, you have a couple options. Of course, we always recommend giving us a shout if you have any questions or want to chat. We got the links to the website where you can learn more. We have a book a call link if you want to chat with me personally about your next business venture. Or of course, if you want to learn more about how to build your email list, for example, as again, this whole thing of lead generation, I'll also drop the link here. This is the build your email list free mini course that we have. So by opting in, you'll actually be able to see a step-by-step mini course that Jess and I have created, where we're going to show you how to build this thing from scratch. And again, it's a mini course. It's not just a free guide. It's not just a PDF. It's a whole mini course where we break down everything. So how to define your audience's pain point, how to design a free offer, setting up an email sequence, how to promote your free offer, how to nurture your list. And of course, we would love a Google review if this really helped you out. So hope this was helpful. As always, if you're new here, comment, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps get the channel out to more people. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.